friends, it's Whitney. How are you doing? Let's have fun with makeup today. How about it? I know I'm in the mood for some fun, and so why not do it with makeup, right? Today I thought from lockdown I would do a super fun kind of glam eyeshadow look that I would wear if I was going to like a party or maybe out to eat in a fun festive atmosphere. Something like that is kind of what I'm thinking about today. Clearly I have no such place to be going, but that's okay. Let's just do it for fun, right? Why not? I'm going to be doing today a look that I'm envisioning to be purple, plum, and gold. Those are some of my favorite colors to wear on my eyes. And as always, I'll tell you everything that I use down in the description box down below. Please make sure you've subscribed to this channel. Follow me on Instagram at Serving Face with Whitney and give this video a like. I'd really appreciate it. And with that, let's get going. I'm going to dive right in with my first color on my eyes being from this little e.l.f. palette. This is one of their little $3 palettes called Bite Size Shadows that I think are just so fun. I only have this one set, which is obviously pinks and purples, but they have like 10 to choose from. They're $3. They're always at Target. I'm sure they're at Walmart as well. Hear a little bird outside my window. This one is in the palette shade called Rosewater. I really like this transition shade here. It's a really versatile kind of taupey shade, but it's got a good amount of kind of pink tone to it. So that's what I'm going to use to start out today. Now, my first idea for this eye look was to use glitter, like not a glittery eyeshadow, but actual glitter, which I love to do. I've only really done that a couple of times because, you know, it's pretty limited occasions that you have to wear actual glitter stuck to your eyelid, even for me. But it's super fun to do. The reason I'm not doing it today is because when you do that, you really want to not do your face makeup first. You want to do your eye makeup first because the glitter will fall all over your cheeks. Even though you're using a glue to adhere it to your eyelids, there's always going to be some extra that falls on your cheeks. So I will do that one of these days. Maybe toward the holidays, I'll do that glittered eye look because it's so fun. I'm kind of playing this by ear. I did pick out the shadows that I probably want to incorporate, but I'm playing a little bit by ear. I've pulled out here this Winky Lux, which is a really bright, slightly metallic purple. I've pulled out a deep, more kind of burgundy plum shade from MAC, which I love, obviously. I've hit pan on that a long time ago. But it's clearly not nearly as vibrant as this Winky Lux. And I want this to be pretty vibrant. But nonetheless, I think I'm going to go in next with that deeper plum shade from MAC. And I'm going to stay with a pretty fluffy brush because I don't want it to be overly dark and intense. I want it to blend out pretty well because we're going to get some drama by building up multiple layers of color. And I'm really putting that in the same area where I applied the first lighter shade. Just going right over it, maybe a hair tighter, so we're getting a little bit of the lighter shade peeking out behind this one. All right, now for a day-to-day look, I would stop right there with my purples, but this is not a day-to-day look. So next I'm going to go in with that bright purple from Winky Lux, and I'm going to use a much tighter, stiffer brush. I'm going to give this one a try and see how it goes. Looks like this, okay, as compared to the first one I was using. I'm going to stay in the same area, but with this brush being so small, it's going to get much more targeted. Ooh, that shade is so pretty. That is gorgeous. Now, I'm purposely leaving this section of my eye open because that's where I'm really going to pop that gold that I'm going to do. But look at that. Now, this is a great example of why it's so nice to build up your color because With those 3 shades of purple going on, you can really see like this buildup of intensity and vibrancy in that purple. Instead of just having a wash of super bright purple, this gives a lot of kind of interest and depth to your eye. And I think having the more muted purple behind it kind of makes this one pop even more. Ooh, I'm liking that. Liking that a lot. Now, while I still have a little bit of that purple on this smaller, tighter brush, I'm going to start to blow it out into a triangle. Kind of a winged effect, because we're going to be doing some drama here, right? You want to have drama not only in the color, but also in the shape. I'm into it. All right. I'm going to take that first brush, go back in with my first color, that light color, and I'm going to blend the edges of that little wing that I did. So now let's start to think about adding in some gold. I've got these beautiful gold and pearl earrings on today. I bought these right before the lockdown started, and then clearly I've had no reason to wear them. They're a little much for like work conference calls. So I thought I'd take the opportunity today to wear them, and I thought they would tie in really nicely with this look because I'm going to do gold on the lid. I love gold eyeshadow, and that's kind of odd for me because I tend to like cool tone eyeshadows more. They're more flattering to my coloring, but I'm a sucker for a gold shadow. My favorite one I've ever used is from Morphe. I talk about Morphe and Jaclyn Hill a lot. They do have good eyeshadows, and I think also Jaclyn Hill is a really good salesperson. So when I watch Jaclyn Hill do a video with these eyeshadows, I'm like, I need that. But this gold right here, called On Camera, it is the most intense, vibrant gold eyeshadow I've ever used. So even though it's a little warm toned, I find myself using it a lot, and I'll just pair it like I am today with a cooler toned shadow so that it still works for my skin tone. Isn't that insanely vibrant? I just am amazed by that color every time I use it. I'm realizing that I left my window open today when I went to film this video. Sorry, you're probably hearing background noise. I'm still kind of new to this YouTube thing. Now I'm going to get more precise with the edge of that gold shadow by using a very tiny brush right into the same gold. And I'm just going to go around the edge of where I want that to start and stop. Just because obviously your finger doesn't give a very precise application. So this way I've gotten the intensity of applying it with my finger, but a little bit more precision by going back in with the brush. So I'm already starting to like how this is looking, because as I look straight ahead at you or straight ahead at myself, I see the gold popping from the lid. I've certainly got lots of intense purple. So I'm liking how that's looking. I'm gonna just bump up that bright purple metallic right on the edges of where I just did the gold, right? So I don't really want them to blend together. Gold and purple would just make kind of a mushy brown if they blended together. So I want more of kind of a distinction between the purple and the gold. I don't want them muddying together. I'm going to start going up under my lash line a little bit. And first I'm going to take a liner brush. If you watched my eyeliner video, the first method that I showed you was to use eyeshadow as eyeliner. That's this method I'm going to use on my lower lash line. So I'm using a very thin, short, stiff, flat-topped brush. I'm going to use that dark plum shadow first because it's the darkest of the shadows I've used, and I'm going to use it to create an eyeliner effect on my lower lash line. And I'm pulling it out just a little bit on this outer corner because we're definitely going to have a winged eyeliner with this look, and this pulling it out a little bit from the lower lash, so I'm going to tie that all together. Next, I am going to go in with that bright metallic purple on the same brush I used up top, and I'm going to add some of that to my lower lash line. Now we're getting smoky. Alright, now I wanted to add in some glitter or some really intense metallic to make this an extra shimmery, sparkly look. I've got a couple of ideas here. So first is from Stila, is the brand. It's called Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. I used a gold version of this in the last video that I did, which was, I think, the full face. This is the same thing, but it's in a purple glitter. I think I'm going to apply it to the inner corner. Ooh, it's not as sheer as I remember. It's quite purple. Nice. Wow, you see that? It's occurring to me this would be a really nice LA Lakers look or Mardi Gras look. Purple and gold. That's quite pretty. Now for my lower lash line, I'm going to do something similar, but with a gold, kind of molten metal looking liquid eyeshadow product. I'm going to put that on my inner corner lower lash line. Now that is popping, right? That is some really intense glitter on the top and bottom of my inner corner now. We are getting real glitzy. Okay, so I'm now going to just blend some more on my outer edges. I'm keeping that winged effect that I did with the purple wing, but I just want to blend it a little bit. I want to do some highlight around my eye, especially when you have this much intense dark color going on your lids. It's extra important to add some lightness. You can use literally any highlighter that you have and a very tiny brush, and I'm just going to pop some light right in this inner corner as if I don't have enough there. But this is different, right? So that lower highlight that I added is really gold. This is quite light. And then just the tiniest amount under the arch of my eyebrow. It just catches the light nicely as you move. Okay, now this is all looking a little bit crazy, but trust me, it's going to come together because we're going to start to ground this look by using really inky black liner and mascara. So I'm going to put that on off camera, and then I'll come back and show you the completed look. And here we have the finished look. So what I've done to finish this off is to, like I said, ground it with some really rich black products on the eye. So I did, first of all, the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof pencil eyeliner, and I tight lined my upper and lower waterlines. Then I made a actually very tiny wing with the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof liquid eyeliner, and I wanted to keep that really super thin because I didn't want to hide any of that pretty glitter that I had added in the inner corner or any of the pop of this super dramatic eye. Then I did my favorite mascara combo, which of course is the Essence Lash Princess, followed with the Thrive Cosmetics mascara, and I called it done. What do you think about this dramatic purple and gold eye look? I think it's super fun. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I sure did have fun making it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it, and I appreciate you. I hope everybody's doing as well as you possibly can in this lockdown, finding small ways to add some fun into your days and enjoying that extra time at home with your family. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.